Good grief, Tim. You did it again, didn't you? You withdrew a couple $100 from our savings account. And it wasn't even our regular savings account. It was the one we had set up to help pay for Dylan's and Sarah's college tuition. We've talked about this before, so I won't let you pretend like you didn't know or forgot. If you need cash, then let me know. I'll go to the ATM for you and get what you need.
Say what? Who do you think you are? You don't get to control what I do with my money. I'm not a kid. I'm not your underling. I'm your husband. I'm the family breadwinner, and as such, you have no right to criticize me for the way I spend my money. Seriously, this is what I can't stand about you. You don't do anything to contribute to this family, and yet you do nothing but boss me around. I think you need a serious reality check, Sophie.
I don't know why you think I don't do anything to contribute. I have a job too. You know that. And I'm not trying to control how you spend your money either. All I'm saying is that you need to keep your hands off that account in particular. It's not your spending money.
Oh, I see. You're not controlling how I spend my money. You're just, controlling how I spend my money? Why does it matter what account I take it out of? It's all mine. And just so you know, it was an emergency. I needed money fast and didn't have any time to play 20 questions with you. I shouldn't even have to ask you in the first place. You're my wife. Maybe if you actually made any money, I might take this criticism from you.
Again, I do make money. And if you really needed money, why didn't you take it from the account that your paycheck gets deposited in? You're the breadwinner, right? It seems to me like if you think your income is what keeps the family afloat, then you'll have no trouble with using just the money in your account.
God, you're so obnoxious. This is exactly why I spend as little time around the house as possible. Being around you only adds to my stress from work, so I need to go elsewhere to get relief. You never really knew how to treat a man anyway.
Boy, Tim, the way you say that almost makes it seem like you're cheating on me. Are you finally ready to come clean about it? Or do you just not care enough about me to hide it anymore?
Meh, I'd say it's closer to the second option. You got me, Sophie, but don't get ahead of yourself. You're not in any position to resent me for cheating on you. For starters, you practically gave up on your own femininity the second we got married. Plus, I'm a high-powered businessman, on my way to the top in record speed. You should be grateful, just for having the opportunity to marry an elite guy like me.
Elite? The only thing you're an elite at is kissing up to your boss.
Excuse me?
In any case, for now, you need to put all the money you withdrew from that account right back in. And as for your affair, well, you'll be facing the music for that in the near future.
Oh, I'll be facing the music, will I? Get real, Sophie. You're not gonna do anything to me, because you can't do anything to me. You can't do anything but sit back and deal with it when I see other women. And why is that? Because I'm the family breadwinner. I'm out there every day giving my all for this family.
You want to talk about giving your all for the family? I go to work every day too, and I'm doing way more for this family than you ever have.
You can't say that to me. I'm your husband, the head of the family. I'm the king, and the house is my castle.
A wise man once said, any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king. But work isn't all I do. We've got 2 kids. Remember them? Dylan and Sarah? You barely even talk to them these days. Dylan's in middle school, and Sarah's starting high school next year. And up until today, I've been the one taking care of everything they need. I schedule their doctor's appointments, do all their paperwork for school, go to all their school events. When's the last time you did anything for either of them? Other than be a self-proclaimed breadwinner.
I don't like your tone, Sophie.
I don't like your attitude toward your responsibilities as a father. Dylan and Sarah might still be young, but they're not idiots. They're old enough to start to understand that their father is a colossal jerk. I've put up with your nonsense up until now because I was the only one being affected by your behavior. But I will not sit idly by while you have a negative impact on our children's futures.
Yes, you will sit idly by. What else are you gonna do? All you are is an old hag who can't do anything but spend my money and complain about it.
All you are is a dirty, rotten cheater who wastes his children's college tuition money on his own selfish wants. Oh, and you're also a pompous jerk who disrespects his wife. If I'm wrong about any of that, you're welcome to give me your best rebuttal.
You really don't get it, do you? You're in no position to be talking to me like this. Most women would be smart enough to shut their big fat mouths and not give too much crap to their family's breadwinner.
Seriously, what is it with you and breadwinner? Like, do you even know what that word means? Exactly how are you a breadwinner?
I say I'm the breadwinner because I am the breadwinner. Simple as that. I work way too hard every day to have you give me all this crap about the woman I'm seeing. And as the breadwinner, head of the household, and king of the castle, I think it's time I issued a royal proclamation. Any person who has an issue with the way I run this house can get out!
Awesome! We're all leaving then.
Huh?
Your wish is my command, your royal majesty. We peasants have no choice but to obey your royal proclamation. So we are G-O-N-E. Gone. Bye-bye. You did me the favor of signing a set of divorce papers a while back, so I'll go ahead and dig those up, sign my name, and turn them into the courthouse.
Wait a second. Are you serious about this? Are you really gonna leave? Brilliant move, moron. What are you planning to do once you move out? Are you gonna find a nice cardboard box in an alley to crawl into together?
I think we'll manage to find some way to work things out. The most important thing is that we have to obey your royal proclamation. You said anyone who has an issue with you can get out, and all three of us definitely have problems with you.
All three of you? You're taking the kids too?
Is there any other option? It's not like you'd be able to look after them by yourself. You're barely ever home as things stand, and we can't just leave them alone to fend for themselves. It seems like them coming with me is the only sensible outcome.
Well, yeah, I guess you have a point. But I don't even know why I'm getting so worked up about this. You're bluffing. You're not really gonna leave. You're just putting up a strong front to try and get me to apologize, despite not doing anything wrong. Sorry, Sophie, but you are the one who needs to apologize to me. And you had better do it fast, before it's too late.
Wait, what? What exactly do I have to apologize for? You're the only one who's done anything that would merit an apology. But honestly, I don't even care about that anymore. I'm totally fine with divorcing you, Tim.
You're so full of it. I haven't done anything wrong. And if you're gonna insist that I'm in the wrong when I'm not, then fine, let's get divorced.
As you wish, Your Majesty. We, your loyal subjects, will now begin packing our things. Long live the king! Good luck keeping your kingdom together! Hi there, I'm looking for Sophie. Did I get the right number? Can I ask who this is? Are you really gonna divorce Tim? I never wanted that to happen. What's wrong? Why are you gonna divorce him? If it's because of me, then I'm really, really sorry. Please believe me, I never intended to take Tim from you. So, do you think you might be willing to reconsider divorcing him? Oh no, are you the woman that Tim's been cheating on me with? Yeah, that's me. I'm really sorry to be contacting you like this. It's just that when I heard that you were gonna move out of Tim's house and divorce him, I was so shocked. Yes, I'm divorcing him, and yes, I'm moving out of his house, but what concern is that of yours? Tell me, Madison Morris, what do you want from me? What? Wait a second, how do you know my name? It seems like Tim's under the impression that I'm leaving him on a whim, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm not that stupid. I had a full investigation done into you. I know your name, where you live, where you went to high school, everything. Oh, God. I hate to break it to you, but our state laws still allow me to sue for alienation of affection. Whether I win or not is beside the point. I'll enjoy simply putting you through legal hell. Maybe you knew that, and you're texting me now in a desperate bid to avoid my lawfare. But if that's the case, then I'm sorry, but you're wasting your time. This is insane. But wait, if you did an investigation into me, then you must know the real reason why I came on to Tim, right? Nah, I didn't actually investigate you or anything. I didn't even know your name until you texted me. But it was fun to see how nervous that made you. But then how did you know my name? You put your phone number in your social media profile. That's a really, really bad idea. All I had to do was search for your number and your profile popped right up. Oh, yeah, you're right. I should probably delete that, shouldn't I? But that's not the point. The point is, please don't divorce Tim. Tim is absolutely no use to me at all anymore. I don't know, if you're so determined to divorce him, could you at least wait a little while? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. He's no use to you? I don't know what that means, and I don't care. It doesn't matter why you came on to Tim. When and if I divorce him is my decision, and my decision alone. You are not a party to this conversation, so I'd appreciate it if you would butt out. And that's all I have to say to you. Goodbye.
Wow, you mean you actually did it? You actually moved out? Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't think you had the guts.
I took all the essentials with me, things that we'd need in the immediate future. I'm having a friend come by and pick up everything else soon. Anything other than what's mine and our kids, you can keep. From now on, we'll be embarking on a new life, so we'll just have to take care of everything ourselves.
I don't believe this. You're a nasty combination of both incredibly gutsy and incredibly stupid. You think you're gonna make it as a 40-something single mother with 2 teenagers? Give me a break. The world's a cruel place, Sophie. You'll find that out soon enough, I'm sure. So what's your angle, Sophie? Why are you doing this? Is this all a desperate ploy for attention? To try to get me to ask you to come back to me? Well, don't hold your breath, because that ain't happening.
Why would I want your attention? I'd rather have Ted Bundy's attention than yours. I went to the courthouse earlier today and submitted our divorce papers, so it's official.
Wait, you already submitted them? Seriously?
Isn't that what you wanted? You said you were fine with divorcing me, so what's the big deal? Yes, I turned them in, so we are no longer man and wife. I think it's safe to say that I'll be getting full custody of the kids, but I don't need any child support from you. And in exchange for letting you off the hook there, you're not getting any visitation privileges. Deal? When the kids turn 18, they can choose for themselves whether they want to have a relationship with you. If they say they want to see you, that's fine. But if they say they don't want anything to do with you, please be a grown-up and accept their choice.
Hey, hold it right there. You're making an awful lot of big decisions without my input.
What are you saying? I told you about the divorce yesterday. We had written up that set of divorce papers together, and you already signed them. And I told you yesterday that I was going to sign my name and turn them in. And, not to mention, you are the one who told us all to get out of your house. So congratulations, Your Majesty! The kingdom is all yours. You can feel free to get married to Little Miss Madison Morris if you want to. You're so lucky to have found a woman who knows how to treat a man.
What the? You know about Madison? Were you spying on us?
Spying? Please. I'm glad to know her name, since that makes it easier to sue her. But I didn't spy on you. Actually, she texted me totally out of the blue yesterday. What was up with that? Did you make her do that?
Whoa, wait, she talked to you? What did she say?
I guess that means no. She was an interesting woman. It seems like there's more to her than meets the eye. Not that I care. Now, since this will hopefully be the last time we speak to each other, there's something I'd like to make clear. You sure like to call yourself a breadwinner. But I was paying the mortgage, utilities, groceries, and just about all of our expenses.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, that's why I asked you if you knew what a breadwinner is. A breadwinner is someone who supports a family financially and usually by oneself. So that right there puts you out of the running for this family's breadwinner. I'm closer to being the breadwinner than you.
Wasn't the money from the mortgage being taken out of my account?
No one touches the money in your account but you. Oh, but apparently you think all of our accounts are your accounts, so I should be more specific. All the money you get for being a massive suck-up at your company goes straight into your personal account, and no one else touches it.
There you go again, calling me a suck-up. I'll have you know that I've advanced as far as I have based purely on my talents.
Sure, Tim, you keep telling yourself that. But down here in the real world, only two things have been supporting our family all these years. The inheritance I got from my grandpa, and the money I've been earning in secret working at my relative's company.
What the? Your relative's company? What are you talking about?
I've never told you about this, but I'm actually working at a company that's run by my uncle.
You are? You never told me that! Why were you hiding it from me?
Because you have a comically overinflated ego, and I felt like it would only cause problems if I told you. But yeah, I've been working as an executive secretary at my uncle's company. He's very flexible with my working hours since I needed to keep it a secret from you, but he still pays me a very respectable salary. Oh, speaking of which, I should correct an earlier statement of mine. It wasn't just your sucking up that got you promoted at your company. It was also my uncle pulling strings behind the scenes.
Yeah, right. I don't believe you for a second. I've never even met this uncle of yours. There's no way he was working behind the scenes for me.
Yes, Tim, you definitely did meet him. Although, to be fair, it was at our wedding, and that was 16 years ago. Ever since then, you've basically just been doing your own thing and never paying any mind to us or my family. You never even come to the annual Christmas or Thanksgiving dinners.
Hold on, this is really confusing. So, are you trying to tell me that I really haven't been the breadwinner all this time?
It took you this long for that to finally sink in? God, you're thick, Tim.
But this is insane! Why would you wait until after we got divorced to tell me all this stuff? All this time, I thought I was the family breadwinner. I thought that my company promoted me because of my skills as a businessman. But now you're telling me that it was all thanks to your uncle? That's just absolutely heartbreaking. It's like my whole life, my whole career has been a lie.
Well, I mean, your whole life and career have been total lies. I honestly thought that you were aware of that deep down inside. Like, have you never even looked at your bank statements? Have you never seen any of our credit card bills? This is elementary school arithmetic, Tim. All you needed to do was look at the amount you earned, the amount you spent on yourself, and our bills. The numbers just don't add up. You should go and pick up some of Dylan's old math textbooks from the 5th grade. You might learn something.
You've just dropped a massive bomb on me, Sophie. You don't have to keep heaping insults on me like this. Could you give me a break? Have a heart already.
You cheated on me, insulted me, and spent our children's college tuition fund on yourself, but I'm the one who doesn't have a heart? I take it back. I think Dylan's textbooks would be too difficult for you. You might want to go back to reading some picture books. They're more on your level. But knowing you, you'd probably come bragging to me saying, "Hey, Sophie, I just finished reading Green Eggs and Ham all by myself." There's no way an incompetent nincompoop like you would ever become anything more than an entry-level pencil pusher without my uncle's influence.
I can't believe this. It's like my entire world is collapsing beneath me. All my hard work, all my accomplishments, they didn't mean anything.
Well, you're about to find out one way or the other very, very soon.
What's that supposed to mean?
We're not married anymore. That means my uncle isn't gonna lift a finger to help you out from now on.
So what's gonna happen to me?
That's up to your company and your hard work and accomplishments. If you ask me, though, I'd say you'd be lucky if they didn't fire you on the spot when you show up tomorrow. You're about to see what life is like for incompetent people without strong connections. Maybe then you'll realize just how much you've screwed yourself over by pushing me away.
Okay, I think we need to have a nice, long, in-person chat about this. Can you come back home tonight? We can talk over dinner.
No thanks. Goodbye, Tim. Enjoy the hellish life that's waiting for you tomorrow morning. So it's over? You're really going to divorce Tim? Oh, good grief. You again? What do you want this time? I just wanted to tell you I never ever wanted to have a long-term relationship with Tim. All I wanted was for you and him to be the happiest that you can be. What the? Huh? Are you drunk or something? Text me again once you've sobered up. You're not making any sense. I also want to make sure you're lucid when I tell you about the report I just received on you. What report? It turns out your dad used to work for my grandfather. Hey, how do you know about that? I thought you said you didn't actually have someone investigate me. Well, I couldn't help it. Curiosity got the better of me. You said something that really caught my attention the last time you texted me, so I had to find out the truth. Your dad worked for my grandfather for years as his most trusted associate. But despite the immense trust that he had from my grandpa, he embezzled company money, got caught, and got fired. Word of his crimes got around through the industry to the point that he couldn't get a job anymore. I suppose he carried quite a grudge against my grandfather for that, right? No, actually, he never resented your grandpa at all. He had made a really good living working for your grandpa, so much so that even after paying back the money he embezzled, he was still able to retire, become a farmer like he always wanted, and live out the rest of his days in peace. Well, yeah, I did see that in the report. So, what's your deal then? What do you want? My dad told me something right before he died. He said that your grandpa was hiding an absolutely massive estate. Not just that, but that he was planning to leave all of his assets to you. Oh, I see. So you were just trying to get a piece of my inheritance then. Everything makes a lot more sense now. My dad told me that I should befriend you, work with you, do whatever I can to make you and your family's business a success. That way, I could help him repay the debt of gratitude he owed to your grandpa, but once you caught wind of how much money I inherited from my grandpa, you thought that you would try to get your hands on it through my husband. Well, yeah, but that's all I wanted, I swear. I never wanted the two of you to break up. This is the absolute last thing that I wanted to happen. I was just gonna get close to him, then get him to give some of your money to me. And after that, I was gonna cut things off with him and go back to my own life. Well, I'm sorry to say, but your big plan was a total flop. Not only are you not getting any of my money, I'm suing you for alienation of affection. And thanks to the thorough confession you just gave me, I might just be able to win my case. So you're actually going to lose money thanks to this brilliant plan of yours. Depending on how much the jury sides with me, you might even be saddled with debt. But whatever the outcome, you have no one to blame but yourself. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm really, really sorry. But hey, now we've both laid everything on the table, so can't we kind of just walk away from each other? I apologized, and I'm not gonna mess with Tim anymore. So please don't sue me, please. Even if I win, I'll still have to spend a bunch of money that I don't have on lawyers. That's the whole reason I wanted your inheritance in the first place. I have zero money. I thought this would be an easy way to get a quick payday without doing much work. And yet you only succeeded in ruining your own life. Well done. It doesn't matter how much you apologize to me. You could get on your hands and knees in front of me and beg for forgiveness. Nothing is going to change the fact that my children don't have a father anymore thanks to you. if you really feel sorry for what you did, then carry that shame with you for the rest of your life.
Hey, Sophie, can we talk? I wanted a chance to apologize to you. You were right about everything. I'm about to lose my job any day now, I can feel it. But I've already lost so much. I've lost my family, my wife, everything. I don't want to lose you, Sophie. Please, forgive me.
You're a bit too late to be apologizing, Tim.
Somehow, my company found out about my affair. Everyone's been talking about it. My superior called me into his office the other day and said that they can't have someone like me in management level position. So for the time being, they're demoting me. And it was just like you said. The only reason I got this high up on the corporate ladder in the first place is because of their connection with your uncle's company. And now they're not together anymore. They're probably gonna fire me outright.
And what do you want me to do about that?
I don't know. Can't you do something?
There's nothing that I can do. Even if there was, I wouldn't want to.
Come on. Don't talk like that. I'm on my hands and knees here. What about Dylan and Sarah? They need their father, don't they? I can admit that I haven't been the best husband to you up until now, so what do you say? Can we give it another shot at being a family?
I already told you, Tim. It's too late for that.
But you're wrong. It's not too late. It's never too late.
It looks like you're out of the loop on something important, so I'll go ahead and fill you in. Who do you think it was who gathered all the evidence of your affair and showed it to my lawyer?
Huh? Well, obviously that was you, right? I mean, it couldn't possibly be anyone else. I'm not sure how you got all that evidence, but whoever you hired, he was really, really good.
She was fantastic, wasn't she?
She? She who?
Your daughter, Sarah.
What? It was Sarah?
That's right. She had been keeping a thorough record at the times you went to visit Madison and your abusive behavior toward me. I felt so guilty when she showed me her notebook. I had no idea that your behavior was having such a negative impact on them. The only reason I put up with you up until recently is because I thought it was best for them that we stay married. But I can see now that I was making a very big mistake.
No way. Sarah did all that? That's impossible.
Both Dylan and Sarah feel the exact same way about you. You're not a father to them. You're just a dirty, rotten cheater who's never done anything for them.
No, there's no way they feel that way. They're my kids. I'm their dad.
Not anymore, you're not. Never talk to either of them again. So, Tim, have I gotten through to you yet? Now you know that I didn't come to make the decision to leave you by myself. Sarah played a huge role in encouraging me to kick you to the curb. We don't need or want you around anymore. Oh, and here's a cherry on top of this smackdown Sunday. I know that most of your paychecks went toward paying off your debt.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you know about that too. Yep, you're right. I came into this marriage with a pretty large pile of debt on my shoulders. And yeah, the lion's share of my income was garnished to pay it off. And the reason I took money out of the kids' account was because I ran out of money. At this rate, I'm just gonna go even further into debt. Say, Sophie, don't you think you can do me one last favor? If I can just avoid getting fired, then I think I'll be able to make everything work out.
That's your problem now, Tim. I don't have any responsibility to bail you out anymore. You've made your bed, and now you'll just have to lie in it. You successfully alienated not just your wife, but your own children, too. They're just as happy to be rid of you as I am. And none of us will forgive you for what you've done.
For the love of God, Sophie, don't do this to me.
I'm not doing anything to you. This is all what you did to yourself. You've lost everything. All that you have left is debt and misery. And since Madison was never actually interested in you, you don't even have your mistress anymore. She was only ever after my grandfather's inheritance. Both of you are getting your just desserts, the well-deserved comeuppance for your lives of selfishness and betrayal. So, this is goodbye, Tim. I wish you the best of luck in digging yourself out of the hole you're in. My kids and I moved into a new house, and we're currently enjoying our newfound peace and security. Long gone are the days of dealing with my idiot ex-husband, Tim's king breadwinner routine, his affairs, and his financial problems. Every single day, I wake up feeling glad that I made the decision to leave him that fateful day. To be honest, I wasn't all that surprised when I found out that Tim was deep in debt. His complete financial illiteracy and his "I can do what I want with my money" attitude told me that he was going to cause some problems sooner or later. Thankfully, though, since we're divorced, my kids and I will never have to deal with the people he borrowed money from. I'm so proud of my kids. Not only did they stay strong through all of this chaos, they've even grown stronger because of it. They say their father's selfish, callous behavior and the fallout that it caused. That's one lesson that I think they're going to carry with them for the rest of their days. I was worried that we might face some uncertain times without Tim around, but actually, things are more stable than ever for us. As for my lawsuit against Madison, I only won a nominal judgment from her for $1. However, just as planned, she had to spend a ton of money on lawyers to help her achieve that outcome. She had to borrow the money for her legal bills from relatives. Her mother was furious, telling her she disgraced her father's memory and told her she was never welcome in her house again. I haven't heard from Tim ever since, but I've heard from mutual friends that he's not having a good time right now. They started to explain the details, but I cut them off. I didn't need to hear specifically why he was miserable. Just him being miserable was more than enough for me. From now on, I want to focus on just giving my kids the peaceful, happy life they deserve.